Please watch to the end. Comment and respond to other people's comments.
My whole thing was to get him away from the crowd.
The word hero wasn't what Darren Wall expected to hear after his show Saturday night.
It's a nice word, but to me, I just did what I thought was the only option at the time.
Darren, a bass player for the band Greyhawk, traveled from Seattle for a show in Boise, Idaho.
The show itself was fantastic. It was lots of fun.
But what happened after is what's being described as heroic. Darren first noticed a man trying to enter the venue.
Somebody brought it to my attention. Hey, there's somebody out there that's being belligerent. Like, we got to keep an eye on him. And I said, okay. I looked up and I saw the guy, and right away it looked a little different.
He said after being confronted, the man was asked to leave.
On his way back to his car, he turned around and he did this. Made a finger gun motion, and he pretended to fire off a few shots into the crowd. And that's when I said, okay, this could be a problem.
A problem because the man didn't drive away. Instead, he returned to the crowd and was once again asked to leave.
Then I saw him reach for the gun, and I saw the gun. So at that point, I moved in and I kicked him on the inside of his leg, and I pushed him backwards.
In the clash, police say the suspect shot Darren.
He hit me right here on the upper thigh, close to my pelvis. And the bullet's still in there.
Shortly after, police arrested 26-year-old Ethan Byrd. Police were already searching for Byrd after receiving reports he was waving a pistol through downtown.
It is my belief that he intended to use that gun, and it is my belief that if he'd entered the bar, that he would have used that gun on a lot of people that night.
Darren is now recovering at home in Seattle, ready to be back on stage as soon as possible.
Get out there and live your life, and don't let something like this one person, scare you out of doing things that you love.
Callie Greenberg, King 5 News.
Today, a judge sentenced a Boise man to prison for a road rage incident and for shooting a man outside a Boise concert venue in September of 2021. 28-year-old Ethan Byrd was sentenced today in the two crimes that happened less than 30 minutes apart.
Byrd received up to 30 years in prison. He'll have to serve 7 of those years before being eligible for parole. In September of 2021, officers responded to a report of a man later identified as Byrd who was swerving his car at the victim's car and making gestures as if he had a gun.
Shortly after that, the 911 call, a Boise patrol officer saw a man yelling at people outside of a Boise concert venue, followed by a gunshot. Byrd immediately ran away, but police caught him just moments later.
Byrd was found guilty of aggravated battery, a misdemeanor for concealed carry while under the influence, and aggravated assault.